A country that India once looked down upon. A country born out of war, floods, poverty, and foreign aid, has quietly exposed one of India's biggest economic weaknesses. And the uncomfortable part, most Indians do not still fully understand what has happened. Because Bangladesh has been overtaking India in per capita income. Yes, Bangladesh. The same Bangladesh, which once upon a time the global economists dismissed as international basket case.
Famously referred to as a basket case in 1971 by US government officials including Henry Kissinger.
Meanwhile, India had IITs, billionaires, software exports, nuclear power, global CEOs, and one of the world's largest economies. So how did Bangladesh still manage to outperform India on several economic and social parameters? And did Bangladesh accidentally expose the flaw in India's economic growth model? Because this story is not really about Bangladesh. It is all about how India's economic growth model is shaping up. If you go back to 1971, Bangladesh looked like the country with no future at all. The war had devastated the region. Infrastructure was broken, industries barely existed, and poverty was extreme. And every few years, floods would destroy whatever little progress the country had made. In fact, many global experts genuinely believe that Bangladesh is a country which will depend on foreign aid for decades. At that same time, India was seen as a natural economic giant of the region. Larger population, larger economy, better institutions, better education, far better geopolitical influence. Nobody imagined that economic conversation would one day become, wait, is Bangladesh actually doing something better than India? Now here's where this story becomes fascinating. Bangladesh did something that many developing economies failed to do. It focused. While others tried building 10 different industries, Bangladesh went all in on one sector: garment manufacturing. Simple, labor-intensive, low glamour, but immensely scalable. And over the next 3 decades, Bangladesh became one of the largest garment exporters in the world. Today, the brands like Zara, H&M, Walmart, and Primark source heavily from Bangladesh. Garments now contribute nearly 80% of Bangladesh's exports. India became globally famous for software, for engineers, for IT services, for startup founders, for billionaires. Bangladesh became famous for factories. And economically, that difference matters far more than people actually realize. Because software creates wealth, but manufacturing creates mass employment. That is the heart of this entire story. India created islands of prosperity. Bangalore, Hyderabad, Gurgaon, Mumbai, a powerful urban professional economy emerged. But millions of Indians were still stuck in informal work, unstable incomes, tiny businesses, low productivity jobs. And this is where Bangladesh surprised economists. It moved millions of low-income workers into factory employment faster than India. Not glamorous jobs, not high-paying jobs, but stable industrial jobs. And when millions of people move from uncertain agriculture income to stable factory income, entire society began changing. But the real transformation came from somewhere else. Women. Millions of Bangladeshi women entered the workforce through these garment factories. And this changed household economics completely. One income got converted into 2 incomes in a family. Children stayed in school longer. Savings increased. Nutrition improved. Poverty declined. This is something many people underestimate about economic growth. GDP numbers do not, but household income stability changes the countries. And Bangladesh improved household economics faster than many expected. Meanwhile, India despite being a much larger economy, still struggles with low female workforce participation, which means one of India's biggest economic strengths remains underutilized. Now let's bring balance into the discussion, because saying that Bangladesh defeated India economically is very much inaccurate. India remains vastly more powerful overall. Its economy is nearly 8 times larger. India dominates in technology, digital infrastructure, pharmaceuticals, startups, financial markets, and global services. India has something that Bangladesh does not. India is building a continental scale economy. Bangladesh built a highly efficient export economy. These are very different models, but Bangladesh has exposed one aspect of India's economy. India's economic growth has still not created enough broad-based prosperity. And that is exactly why India is aggressively pushing manufacturing, electronics assembly, semiconductor production, logistics infrastructure, industrial corridors. Because India understands the risk. A country of 1.4 billion people cannot solely rely on software exports, startup valuations, stock markets, and urban consumption. It also needs factories, large-scale productive employment, and export competitiveness. China understood this decades ago. Vietnam understood this, and Bangladesh understood this. India is now trying to accelerate this transition before India's demographic advantage begins fading. So no, Bangladesh did not become stronger than India overall, but Bangladesh achieved something remarkable. It proved that disciplined economic execution can transform a poor country into serious global manufacturing force. And for India, the lesson is not insecurity, but the lesson is urgency. Because the future will not belong to only those countries which create billionaires. It would belong to countries that create opportunities for millions. Do you think India ignored manufacturing for too long? Or do you believe that India's technology-led growth model is still the smarter long-term growth path? Tell me in comments, and subscribe for more deep data-driven stories on economics, business, and changing global order. And do not forget to share it with others who may need to know. Be inspired, keep building.